From cozy breakfast nooks to formal dining areas, Ashley has versatile dining options starting at just $499.99. And for a limited time only, you can receive a $250 mattress credit with the purchase of any 6-piece bedroom set. Plus, get 60 months special financing on select in-store purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card. Shop and save today, only at Ashley. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. No minimum purchase required. See Ashley.com for details.
Now, the rest of the story. It is 145 miles from Albany, New York to New York City. So when in 1937 Charles Zibleman told friends he was going to make that journey on the Hudson River, they understandably thought he meant by boat. But no, Charles intended to swim. And indeed, on August 23 at 6 o'clock in the evening, Charles slipped into the water at Albany. Even if all went well, he would not emerge for 6 days. The nighttime start, he hoped, would minimize his hours overall in the scorching sun. A rowboat stocked with grease and brandy-soaked sugar cubes, and imagine this, cigars, accompanied him as he swam. The grease to protect his skin, the sugar and nicotine to stimulate him, he hoped. His first night in the Hudson was uneventful, fair weather, comfortable water. Following a spectacular sunrise was a peaceful day, bright and quite hot. The men in the rowboat joked with Charles, asking if they could join him in the refreshing water. But as the hours passed, the current quickened and night fell, and the joking subsided, and a sense of the very serious business at hand gripped all involved. On the third day, Charles lost his swim goggles. Now the water and everything in it was burning his eyes. Should he consider stopping? Asked one of his attendants. Charles shook his head and strove on. The peculiar thoughts and disturbing emotions crept in on the fourth night. It seemed to Charles he'd been in the water all his life. In fact, each time his body broke the surface, the air itself felt foreign, even menacing. Of course, much of the matter was physical, the aching muscles, the indescribable fatigue. Put it all together, and Charles's world had become a dreamy, whirling maelstrom, pulling him backward and downward into the river. But Charles would resist and take a moment to rest and resume his journey. So it went through 6 days and 6 nights, through 45 pounds of grease and innumerable brandy-soaked sugar cubes, and 150 cigars, until the 7th nightfall, when Charles wearily lifted his head from the chilly Hudson to behold the skyline of New York City. 1,000 well-wishers were waiting at the George Washington Bridge, cheering as Charles swam by. At exactly 9 p.m., he pulled himself from the relentless current, bearded now, and 26 pounds lighter. He had been in the water 148 consecutive hours. Then someone cried out, announcing Charles had set a record for distance and endurance. And the cheers of the crowd rose up in a single shout. But even amid the excitement of his extraordinary accomplishment, Charles could feel the beckoning of other waters and other challenges. And some of his athletic achievements remain unequaled to this day. And by the way, when he swam the Hudson in 1937, he, Charles Zibleman, was 44 years old. And something else. As a result of a streetcar accident when he was 9, Charles Zibleman had no legs. At the time, everyone grieved that only challenges lay ahead, which was so. Only now you know the rest of the story.
Get 20% off now on Vibe Collagen from Aniva.com. It's the world's first superfood liquid multivitamin and high-potency collagen, and you can get 20% off today by visiting ENIVA.com. Aniva Health is a family-owned American company with doctor-formulated products. The Vibe Collagen is your all-in-one nutritional with over 70 nutrients for a beautiful and healthy body. Visit Aniva.com today and mention podcast at checkout. That's ENIVA.com and coupon code podcast at checkout.
Calling all bargain hunters. Angela Warner from Warner Stellian with the sale you're not going to want to miss. It's the real deal clearance, and we're marking down tons of appliances at or even below cost. Floor model French door fridges, overstock laundry pairs, you name it, we've got it, including exclusive extra savings of 50 to $500 for each appliance you buy, even our regular stock. This is your chance to score big on the brands you love and get it from the trusted specialists at Warner Stellian. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Shop now at Warner Stellian stores.